Hi, Mark Diaz here for 3danimation101.com. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to use the wave motion. Okay, so let's get it started. The way this works is I'm going to select this character and then I'm going to go to Motion Pilot, which by now you should be very familiar with. And then open the transform, and of course I have all the settings, the move and the cursor, and then I'm going to press preview and you can see how this works, right? So it's just a fish that I can move along, right? And of course I can change the settings for the lazy mouse to the ones that I like. I like number 20. Then I click preview, and yes, this feels like he's in water, or she's in water, if this is Dory from Finding Nemo, right? So you can see that the face cursor is a setting that we didn't see very evidently with the Phoenix, but in here you can see how this works. Now another aspect that I didn't cover in the Phoenix is the set forward angle. If I click here, the forward angle is this one, right? You can set it up. And of course, look, if I hit preview and instead of flipping, I click turn and I have this, right? This is where I can change which part. Like for example, maybe he can be or she can be moving in reverse like this, right? So yeah, it's really weird because the bones are designed for the other direction, right? So anyhow, I was just doing that for fun. This is only relevant when you have this on, the face cursor turn. But if not, the forward angle is irrelevant. Let's go back to flip. And now I'm going to leave that and now explore what the wave is about. The wave is an automatic animation going in maybe up and down, to the sides, etc., etc. It can be anything. Look, I can click on move amplitude and just leave those settings. It's going to go Y in minus 100 and then 100. Look, let me preview. I'm not doing anything. This is automatically going up and down. So I can be moving to the sides and this is automatically moving up and down. Now I can reduce that. I can lock this. Let me just lock these and then reduce this to maybe, how about like 38, right? So now it's moving like this. And now I can just move my mouse to the sides and this automatically goes up and down, right? Now this is cool for that, but the other type of animation that you can use is the rotate amplitude. For this, of course, in this case, it's not going to make sense. Let me remove this back to 0. I'm going to click lock so it moves together. Look, I can press space and it's rotating up and down. So this can be great for a flag or for other elements, right? So this is really interesting. You can use it for the rotation amplitude. Let me go again back to this one. I'm going to reduce this back to 0 and then use the X, and look, it's moving forward and backward. So I can be going up and down and automatically moves to the sides. And of course, I can also do that in here, like getting away from the camera and getting closer to the camera. Let's preview that and then hit space. You're actually going to exaggerate this a little bit more because that was very subtle. Yeah, like this is, yeah, we don't see too much effect in there, but it's moving it's moving like this. Let me just close this. It's moving like this towards the camera and away from the camera, right? So that's it. Now, just to give you some more ideas on how you could use this, is that you can use the rotation. I'm going to remove the amplitude, the move, and then go to rotation. This one can be used for flags, but also for lights. For example, Kai used it to move the lights in here, right? Now I'm just going to make an observation in here. One thing that I personally don't like about the wave motion is that it only has linear movement. That is, it moves up and down or to the side or whatever movement in linear fashion. So this is what I mean. Right here, the tweening is only linear, or it can be noise or random or step. And that is something that I don't like because the type of movement that I would use for this fish would be smooth. Because look, if I click like this, Wait, instead of this, I need this amplitude, and then maybe put like 40. So this is going up and down, but that feels like too robotic. It doesn't feel natural, right? It feels like a machine, or like one of those games like ping pong, pook, 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 like bouncing. It's too stiff. So I prefer to have this off, the wave off, and I do the movement on my own because that way I can be very smooth, right? Like look at the difference. This really feels like he's swimming or she's swimming, if this is Dory, right? So that's one thing that I don't like about the move, but I leave it up to you. If you have no problems with the linear, this can be a really cool feature. Again, I don't use it just because of this reason, right? Okay, so that's the wave. Now in the next lesson, we're going to cover another example where wave, I believe, works perfectly, which is with a machine, with a car. Okay, see you in the next lesson.